feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride away.
So, just to let you know, there's a new Durk update. I'm gonna let Trap Lord cook for a little bit, but I want to get to the main shit quickly. Chat, by the way, what do y'all think about this? I seen some comments on my YouTube. They were like, yo, Ak, we love when you're on stream. You're really in depth. You go through everything. You show 50 million things. But we miss the days when you would just give us a quick 7-minute video that had all the details. And they're like, we want you to keep doing the stream, but could you just give us a 7-minute video sometimes? Because sometimes we might, we want to watch the stream, but like we might see a topic and be like, nah, we just need 7 minutes of this. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? You guys let me know. Anyway, so there was a trial memo that was filed by the government today. And we should, no, actually, what was it never mind. Was it the motion to suppress? It might be this. Was it this? No, this is not the motion to suppress. I think it was a trial memo. Chat, y'all got to check this out. So here's a trial memo by the government. And this is them, kind of like summarizing their case against Durk. And they said this trial memorandum was based upon the attached memorandum of points and authorities, the files and records in this case. So they're consistently saying the probable cause and the things that they have that they think is going to sink Durk. So let's go through this real quick. So the first thing they said is that Durk Banks, DeAndre Wilson, David Lindsay will all proceed to trial on count 2 through 6 of the 4th superseding indictment. The charges actually stem from a gang-related murder that occurred in Los Angeles on August 19th, 2022. The charges actually allege that defendant Banks, along with other OTF members, conspired to kill those believed to be responsible for the death of Davon Bennett, a.k.a. King Von. That's the OTF member. He was the OTF member and a fellow Black Disciples gang member, including, a rival rapper TB. Okay. The parties have submitted jointly instructions. Okay, that's to the jury. So here's about the government witnesses. Okay, so now we're here. You want to hear about the snitches? We got the snitches info. On August 14th, the government filed under seal a list of anticipated government witnesses. Oh, yeah, I can't see it. My bad. Oh, my God. I'm tripping. I want to make sure y'all can read it with me. On August 14th, the government filed under seal a list of anticipated government witnesses. The government anticipates that the government case in chief will take approximately 11 to 13 court days. So basically, they're saying they will take 2 weeks to make their case, including cross-examination of any witnesses. The parties are continuing to meet and confer regarding possible stipulations that may alleviate the need for certain government witnesses. To streamline this case and avoid testimony on non-controversial topics, the government has proposed potential stipulations to the defense counsel regarding foundational issues, blah, blah, blah. Let me read this sidebar. The court severed trial on Vicar count 1 and 7. In its order of severing the trial, the court instructed the parties to meet and confer about a trial date for those charges. On 28th, they sent an email to the defense counsel requesting a proposed date for that trial that works for all defense counsel. On August 5th, the government sent a follow-up email to the defense requesting a proposed date. The government has not received a response. So basically, the government, and remember I told you this, there is going to be another trial. So not only if Durk beats this trial, is he good, he has to beat another trial. So the government has already asked the defense, hey, when y'all want to do the second trial? So they're not conceding anything with this first trial, but they're saying, hey, you have a second trial to do when you want to do it. They haven't gotten an answer yet. Okay, cool. So let's go to anticipated legal and evidentiary issues. Okay. All right. I'm trying to get to the, some good shit for y'all. They're accusing, Smirk and the OTF guys of stalking and killing SR, which is the cousin of Quando Rondo. His name's Lil Pop. And it's a proof that the conspiracy continued following his murder will be presented through anticipated cooperator testimony. And exhibits. So you're going to have a bunch of people who are telling. So a bunch of like snitches are going to be detailing the plan before, the plan during, and the plan after. Okay? The government will seek to admit Exhibit 125, which is a text thread between a burner phone used by Banks and multiple co-conspirators, including defendant Wilson, co-conspirator 4 and 5. Specifically on December 25th, 2022, defendant Banks sent a message and a voice recording telling his co-conspirators that an affiliate of TB reached out to squash the rivalry and ask for peace. Defendant Banks, Durkio, Smirk, he told the co-conspirators that he rejected the peace offering from TB is Quando Rondo, from Quando Rondo's homies, stating, "I'm not hopping on the phone to squash shit." Basically mean a rivalry. He said, because this is for Thang and Vaughn. So essentially they're trying to use that to say Durk is the leader in this conspiracy. He had an option to try to kill the feud, and he said, "I'm not squashing nothing. We're finna do this for D-Thing and Vaughn." They said, he continued, "Call me about a peace." So apparently Durk was saying to his guys, yo, they call me about like some peace treaty. Nigga, they better take a piece of this switch. So that's what Durk said. So Durk said, yo, they call me about a peace treaty? Nigga, they better take a piece of that switchy. He was referring to a machine gun like the one used by the co-conspirators to kill SR on August 19, 2022. A voice message defendant Banks sent to his co-conspirators immediately after this text message crystallized his intent. Defendant Banks reiterated, so Durk said he rejected the peace offering, and he made it clear he wanted TB dead. So he wanted Quando Rondo dead. And apparently he said, and your homie, Quando, could die. Holy shit. They said the Ninth Circuit has affirmed the statements about the past of the... Okay, cool. All right, let me see. What else? Okay, that's non-consequential. So, Durk, Wilson, and other co-conspirators also discussed the conspiracy in a text thread titled The Family. For example, on August 23, 2023... Oh, wow. When did I interview Durk? Durk interview Akademiks. We put it out like about 5 days after. I ain't gonna lie. So let's look back. The full episode of this podcast can be seen for free. Okay, this was May 23rd. Okay, good. So if we drop the podcast with Durk on May 23rd, 2023, in here it says a text message in August 2023. So this was after. It says the co-conspirators discussed their suspicions that PW1 was ready to snitch on them. PW means protected witness, so protected witness 1. That might be Vonnie. That might be Jam. That might be any of these guys. It won't be co-conspirators, though, because the co-conspirators are already titled co-conspirators. So Durk was already thinking, and by the way, if we go back to my interview, maybe we could see Durk like kind of realizing that some of the guys might be switching up. But a couple months later, he definitely felt that way, because this is what the government is claiming. He claimed that he thought people were going to snitch on him. Using the family chat, defendant Banks and Wilson also made statements that the government will argue are direct admissions of their participation in SR's murder. In the thread, defendant Banks admitted that crazy blood niggas don't slide or hurt motherfucker, leaving it all up to us. You say it's crazy. Blood niggas don't slide or hurt motherfucker, leaving it all to. So basically, it was saying, in discussing members of King Von's O Block set of BD. Ah. So look like Durk was kind of like low-key complaining, saying, yo, Durk niggas not sliding. No. Sorry. Von niggas not sliding. We gonna have to do the killing. We have to murder these niggas. Okay. Specifically, Durk stated that O Block hopped in some New York City shit and they playing with Von name now. And said, we staying out of other niggas' wars. Don't hop in ours. All right, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, bruv, everybody needs to write an apology to Durk. Durk was standing on business. Basically, what we hearing from this, O Block was no block. This was what's yo, Durk got killed. Durk got killed, and it basically was like this.
Right here, this what y'all wanted me in Chicago. O Block right here. I should call this shit no block. It's 10 o'clock. Where the fuck y'all niggas at?
Yo, Durk is stating that the O Block niggas ain't sliding, and he's mad. He said they're on some New York City shit. Why you say New York City shit like New York City pussy? God damn. He said, y'all playing with Von's name now. He said, we're going to stay out of other niggas' wars. Y'all don't get in our wars. Evidence showing that defendants continued to stalk Quando Rondo after the murder is material. So they said even after they killed Quando's cousin, they still try to kill Quando. God damn. As set forth in the parties. Okay. It set forth the parties' proposed jury instructions. The defense has requested a mere presence jury instruction. The government anticipates the defendants, Banks and Wilson, will assert that they were not involved in a murder, but they were merely present and merely knew knowledge of on the murder. This is interesting, chat. So because some of the people who are snitching may be like Vonnie, they're going to be like, of course Durk is guilty. Nigga, me and Durk was at the fucking W discussing the murder. Durk wants it to be introduced that maybe he heard that niggas was going to do a murder. He didn't participate. He didn't tell them to do it. He was just a bystander. Okay? So they want to go with he had knowledge of it, but that's not a crime. In addition to proving the defendant's participation in the murder, the government is also hoping that Exhibit 125 rebuts the defendant's claim of not being involved. Okay. It said multiple witnesses, multiple, will testify at trial that King Von was also a prominent member of O Block gang and OTF. Witnesses will also testify about defendant Banks' frustration with O Block's failure to slide for Von. Yo, all y'all niggas go return y'all O Block chains, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. It sound like Queen Von was right. Y'all niggas not sliding? So Durk was mad that his own hood wasn't sliding. Interesting. Okay. Involving his leadership on co-conspirators, he decides if there would be peace with TB. So they're saying that Durk is the leader because he could have decided if there would be peace. His motives to avenge King Von's death and to rebut any suggestions that the defendants, Bank and Wilson, were passive observers. They're saying basically because they kept saying, yo, we're not going for peace, we're going whatever, they weren't passive members. Okay. Use of exhibits, truthful testimonies of provisions of plea agreements. Here we go. This is about the snitches, y'all. Y'all ready to hear about the snitches? The government intend to call witnesses who have entered into plea agreements in which they agree to cooperate with the government. The plea agreement each contain a provision that require the witness to fully cooperate with the government, including by testifying as a witness if called upon to do so. The plea agreements also include provision requiring the cooperating witnesses to be honest, forthcoming, and render the truthful testimony. Ooh, this is interesting. Let me see if I can find it. This is interesting, y'all. Don't worry. I got a pundit who's gonna, join in probably soon. Anyway. Elicited testimony on direct examination that a witness. Okay. Plea agreement requires truthful may constitute vouching. However, referring to a plea agreement mandate to be truthful does not constitute vouching for a witness if such references are made in response to an attack on the witness's credibility. Here, the government anticipate the defense counsel will attack one or more of the cooperating witnesses' credibility, perhaps as early as the opening statement. If the defense does so, the government should be permitted to elicit testimony regarding the truthful testimony provision of the respective plea agreement during the direct examination as appropriate. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is some shit here. I can't even cap with you.
My own evidence, just like the judge said. The judge said that was fair and square. Everything was done in good faith. So there you go, right? That's done and dusted, right? So I'm vindicated on that one, but that's not all of the bad news for Durk. So over the weekend, Durk's legal team, they filed a motion to dismiss count 2 of the 4th superseding indictment, count 2 charging him with conspiracy to violate the federal stalking statute, okay? They were saying that basically the stalking statute requires the specific intent to harm a particular person. Look, I'm going to read between the lines here and basically say they was trying to slide on Quando Rondo. They ended up killing Lil Pab. He's charged with killing Lil Pab. They didn't know nothing about no Lil Pab. You can't say that he was stalking him. They barely even knew he existed apart from, they didn't say this, but obviously Lil Pab was on Clubhouse dissing Durk and all of them, okay? All of the OTF guys. That's been documented in my documentaries. But anyway, the judge has denied this motion too. People are saying Durk's beating up.
Once again, I'm going to go for this journalism thing. In 2026, is Trap Lil Ross doing more journalism than Mark Lamont Hill? In 2026, is Trap Lil Ross doing more journalism than Rob Markman? In 2026, is Trap Lil Ross doing more journalism than Lauren LaRosa? If the answer is yes, off with their heads. Sorry.
Durk's beating up the lawyers, the prosecutors. No, I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to keep it real with you. If Durk gets up in that courtroom and takes W's, all right, I don't want him to lose and I don't want him to win. I want justice to be done. And if the evidence shows that he did this, that he made the streets of Los Angeles unsafe with this despicable interstate murder, he's going to have to go to jail for a long time. And everybody was, he's going to be, this is ridiculous. They're charging him twice with a...
Now, my man is from the UK. I will say this. Chat, quote the saying that I'm about to say. Let me see if y'all how well y'all know me. I'm about to use Training Day. What I'm about to say. What I'm about to say. Yeah, I don't know. I'm about to quote something out of Training Day. Nah, here we go.
You got one problem though, Jake. You got no witnesses. Who your fucking witnesses, huh? Roger? Smiley? You think my troops are gonna help you? It's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
That's it right there. Trap lawyer, you gotta know that. It's not what you know. It's what you could prove in that court. Come on, man. I know. It's not what you know about Durk. It's what they could prove.
And everybody was saying, this is ridiculous. They're charging him twice with the same thing. No, the judge said, hell no, right? The judge is denying the motion to dismiss count 2. The motion was filed late. The judge is not convinced there is any duplicity issue, but he says this could be addressed via appropriate jury instructions. Basically, if you want to have a good argument against this, you can make that to the jury. And I've got to give it respect to the judge. And even though people seem to want to just take like sound bites and say, the judge didn't say this, the judge didn't say that, I heard everything the judge said. I wrote it all down in my notebook. Okay. And the judge is very, very adamant that, in his opinion, the way he runs his courtroom, he wants to let the jury decide. He wants to put the information to the jury, let the jury have as much information as they need to make the right decision. All of this stuff that Durk's team, they're trying to take away this phone and take away this witness and the judge is saying, fuck that. Let's get it out let's air all of this out, right? The information that's going to come out in that courtroom is going to be staggering. Okay, there's going to be so much information that you guys are going to be shocked about. All right, that is what it is. Okay, so that's interesting. So one of the other pieces of cope that was going around the other day that it was just crazy was like, somebody was saying, I see a few people saying this. All right, a few people were saying, oh, Durk's not gonna, like, Durk's gonna beat this because the government have got 35 witnesses, which is bad.
Okay, so supposedly it's 20. We're trying to find out how many snitches. So 35 witnesses. Some are going to be cops. Some are going to be like gang experts. There's going to be a lot of people, right? It's not all like snitches. Now, they say 20 people could testify to the event. Now, it's not 20 snitches still. I still think that the amount of cooperants that is like that what we're thinking about is going to be less than 10, greater than 5. Less than 10, greater than 5.
People saying 35 witnesses, actually, that's good. If you need 35 witnesses to prove that you did the murder, your case can't be that strong. Now, that's nonsense, okay? But this judge, he wants as many people as possible. The judge was shocked about 35 witnesses because he's on a time limit. He's saying we're trying to speed this shit up, all right? It's been long enough, okay? Now, to be fair, this is a very teeny win for Durk. The government's motion number 3 was denied. All of Durk's proposed experts are allowed to testify. So Durk's going to bring forward some kind of gang drill music expert.
Yeah, so what Durk's strategy is going to be is he's going to say, listen, yo, these guys that you got to flip, they're cooked. They're trying to blame the murder on anybody to help them get out of jail because you guys have an insatiable thirst to get Durk locked up. Here's the reality of it. Of course, we didn't like Quando Rondo and his homies. They killed our friend. Okay? Yeah, there might have been members that wanted to kill Quando. I never told them to do it. Was I, so when the snitches be like, oh yeah, we were at backstage at Rolling Loud in the green room or in our trailer when we talked about like smoking them, they're going to be like, we're not denying that those conversations happened. We're just saying that we were just mere bystanders. We didn't tell nobody to go kill nobody. That's going to be Durk's thing. So Durk is not going to deny that he didn't know that maybe people wanted to murder other people. He's not even going to deny that maybe he didn't want Quando Rondo dead. What he's going to deny is that he never told nobody to do it. He never promised them no money. He never sent them on a mission. And for murder for hire, you have to show the intent that that person basically had a verbal or a written or physical contract that he said, yo, you take this money or I'm going to pay you this money to go kill that person. And whether it was completed, an attempt is still murder for hire. It would be attempted murder for hire.
But it's basically going to argue that like these rap beefs, it's like WWE wrestling, it's all fake. Like it's all a persona, drill music. They're just talking about all this stuff for clout, for money. It's all about him making money from his music. Okay. This is like a very, very, the tiniest lowercase W for, this is like a font size 2 lowercase W in like very light gray font for Durk. Now, here's the thing. Okay. Everyone talking about, 35 witnesses means Durk's cooked. And then you got the copers talking about 35 witnesses is actually good for Durk because that shows that the government's case is so weak that they're having to use 35 witnesses.
This is going to be a witness situation. Okay? This is going to be all about witnesses. Durk, they do have some, apparently they got one of his burners, right? And he's talking crazy. But he ain't doing nothing criminal. Like, if they search my phone and I'm like, man, I can't wait till that bitch ass nigga, little baby, just fucking choke on a spit and die. That's not me threatening his life. That's not me telling somebody to go poison him. That's just, hey, listen, you have wishful thinking. And that's what most of Durk's, I know it might sound graphic, because Durk was literally on some shit like fuck peace and this and third. But there's nothing like, and of course Durk was like, man, somebody should go smoke that nigga, man. Damn, yo, these niggas not doing nothing. But nothing, remember, murder for hire is a conspiracy that is almost insinuating a contract. Murder for hire, which means you are hired to commit a murder, which means the murder is the crime, but also there's a contract or some type of understanding that you're doing it because you were hired. And that's where they're saying Durk has never been in that decision-making role where he's like, go kill them and I'll give you anything. If anything, he just hated niggas and said, I hope they die.
Now, okay, the government has filed a trial memo. Trial is set for the 20th. There was talk that it might have been delayed to the 25th. Set for the 20th, it says, at least according to the government. So
I looked at the 20th is in 2 days. That's going to be Thursday. They're doing jury selection. That's going to be big. If I'm Durk, this is being, here's the problem. Let me try to, do you want me to spell it out for you, chat? So in LA District, okay, Federal Court, District of Los Angeles. Let's that falls under LA, served by the Western Division of, okay. So it's a central district. Let me see. Okay, so it's the Western District. Never mind. Hold on. It's the Western Division of the Central District of California. Now, I want to remind you, where did Lil Pop die? I want to go back to this. The gas station located near the Beverly Center at the intersection of La Cienega and Beverly Boulevard, okay? So let's go here, and we're going to type in Beverly Center, Los Angeles map. So we're going to go to our map, and it's going to hopefully give us that. Okay, here we are. So we're going to find exactly where he got gunned down at, right? So it's going to be a gas station located at La Cienega and Beverly Boulevard. Let's find Beverly Boulevard. Okay. Where's Beverly Boulevard, y'all? Okay, Beverly Boulevard's here. Or here, actually. Beverly Boulevard's here. Where's La Cienega? Does anyone see La Cienega? Come on, chat. Work with me here. Hey, send it to them journalists, niggas. This is called journalism, nigga. You got to get into the weeds, nigga. You got to put some fucking work in. You got to this ain't no just talking about it's fucked up that Durk is. No, nigga. You got to go look through it, nigga. The fuck? You might have to go pull up to the gas station, nigga. Fuck out of here. Okay, so we see Beverly Boulevard. Where's La Cienega, though? Am I tripping? Help me out, chat. By the way, interestingly enough, Cedar Sinai is right here. Cedar Sinai, like the hospital is right here. So like low key, this is how you know, respectfully, and I'm not trying to make, no light of it. That switch cooked Lil Pop because the hospital was damn near next door. They couldn't do nothing for him. Okay, that's the La Cienega is right here. Got it. So we got La Cienega, right? Y'all can see it, right? La Cienega is right here. And La Cienega, we're going down La Cienega. And this right here is Beverly Boulevard. So right here. So across from the fucking mall, right here. This is where the murder happened. Right here at one of these corners. This corner, this corner, this corner, this corner. Let's go to, we're going to go to the real life view, okay? Let's go to layers first. Let's go to satellite. So when we go to satellite, let's zoom in. By the way, send this to them journalists, bum ass niggas. That's what they should be fucking doing. Okay? Oh, it's the mobile. That's the only gas station here. It's the mobile, chat. It's the mobile. We got it, chat. It's at the mobile. So now we could go to layers again. Let's not go more terrain. Let's go on the street. So let's go on the street. Now we're on the street. Okay, bet. By the way, this is a mall. All right, fuck. I don't think they. Okay, is it here? Is it the mobile right here? That's the mobile right here, chat. This is the mobile. So remember them niggas came up here and they were shooting through here. Chat. They were shooting through here. Hold up. Chat, this is what journalism is, nigga. I'm gonna bring you right there, nigga. We bring you virtually. These niggas is talking, they don't know shit about nothing. And again, you know, they're gonna be like, oh no, Ak is obsessed with murder and shit like that. No, nigga, whatever I'm talking about, nigga, I'm gonna show y'all. Niggas. Okay, so that's the gas station. Okay, let's go right here. Yeah, that's the gas station. That's the mobile. Okay? By the way, if you think I'm capping, you know I don't do no cap in my rap. Video of shooting Lil Pop. You're gonna see it right here. They stalk for hours. Hold on. We gonna show it.
For more than 18 rounds at his vehicle for the day before.
Look, we're gonna show when they at the gas station. Nah. Actually, this is it right here. This is it right here. This is it. Hold on. This is it.
A popular rap artist.
All right, come on. Cut the malarkey. Cut the malarkey. Video. Okay, there it shows them circling it, but we have these niggas on surveillance video. We have them on surveillance, y'all. Give me a second. I'll find. Oh, right here. So they were in this like car right here. So if you look at the gas station, look at the gas station. We're gonna find exactly where they were at. I gotta go early back in the indictment to find it. Fuck, why it won't show me? Come on. I don't want to play the after video where he's like, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, here it is. This is the video. Okay? Remember, they came from an alley. So the way it was, remember, the mall is here. One of the biggest malls, like, nigga, this is downtown LA. Okay? They get gas here. Oh, back here. This is where it was. So they pull. So after Quando and them pull right here to get gas, okay? I think somebody goes into the store. These niggas pull on this back. There's a little back alley. That's the thing with LA. It's a bunch of gangways and like little alleyways. Shit. There's a bunch of them in Chicago too. Not much in New York or like Philly or something like that, but like a lot of them exist in like LA. These niggas pull over here and then they hop out the car. One person stays in the car. So one nigga stays in the car and three niggas hop out. When they hop out, they start, look, you can see this is an extendo clip. They're claiming there was a switch on this. So they're going crazy. Okay? Yeah. This is it. This was the photograph. No, that's Chicago right there. That's Chicago. Okay. But the one for Durk, yeah, is this. Yeah. They stalked this car. And this is when the car was parked. Remember, see? Look. This is the car parked right there getting gas. Look, so it's going to be this. Chat, I'm going to put it together for you. So you see this fence? Let's look on Google Maps. The fence is over here, chat. Zoom in. I got it. Yeah, the fence is over here. So his car was right here, chat. Look. Nigga, we got it side by side. Look. Fence here, car here. We're on Google Maps. Fence here. I mean, the car was right here. Feel what I'm saying? So they had pulled over here, hopped out the car, and they went bananas. That was kind of almost a dummy mission, chat. You're right next to the hospital. You're right next to the fucking mall. They wanted that guy dead. I'm actually surprised that Quando didn't die. Now, Quando never got shot, which is interesting. And I never read the autopsy report. We're going to get all that, too. We're going to get that in the trial. How many times was Lil Pop shot? Because Quando was not shot. Was he not in the car? Did he go into the store real quick? Did they thought he was in the car? Did he step out of the car? Did he just hide behind? Like, how did he not get shot? They was hitting that shit with a switch. Yeah, this was crazy, Chad. I can't even lie to you.
The case in chief is expected to take 11 to 13 court days. The government's trying to streamline it by proposing stipulations on things like surveillance footage and prison records, which could cut down 8 to 10 witnesses. So for everybody that said Durk's prosecution had tons of witnesses is good for Durk, well, then this is an L for Durk, surely, right? Now, I don't see it in those terms. I think that's ridiculous. I think this is really just the government saying, cool, we might be able to cut it. We might be able to shave these witnesses down. If we really try to shave time, we can give you the best hits, the greatest hits, and just shorten this shit out. So I think that's very, very interesting. Now there's some very, very interesting points that have popped up in this that are damning for Durk. I'm sorry, but there are more L's in here for Durk. So it talks about, they can basically, you already know, like the limiting of the number of people to do so. The plea agreement also includes provision requiring the cooperating witness, but like crazy interesting stuff.
Okay, hold on. So now he got some interesting info we don't have.
They're saying the screenshot isn't real. I do remember this going around. All right, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find it. People saying officially cooked. He'd been cooked since he got indicted. Only Goofy thought he was coming home. All right, yeah, they're saying it made me think of Quando's interview in the car. This shit crazy. Durk was not having any of it. Seems like the beef was till everyone dies from him. Important life lesson. Never keep hoe-ass people around you. Look how they spill in the beans the moment they...
No. Here's the thing. Here's the important lesson for the Durk thing. The Durk thing, the lesson is, at some point you're going to have to squash beef. Or you're going to have to ignore it. Unless you're that committed to every... And who knows? Maybe Durk is sitting behind bars right now saying, fuck it. This is exactly how I wanted it. But at a certain point with beef, if you ain't willing to squash it, everybody finna die or everybody finna go to jail. And Durk was being reached out to by affiliates of the other side to say, yo, bro, can we put bygones bygones? Now, here's the thing. I think Durk was looking at it like, oh, you must think I'm pussy. Because right now, it's being said online, y'all killed my mans. We ain't even get a get back yet. I honestly, and again, I can't speak for Durk, but I think if Durk had clapped one of they niggas, Durk would have been, I think when he said, yo, we ain't doing no piece, you could catch piece of the switch, I don't think Lil Pop was dead yet. Because I think if he had caught a legit body, he would have been down to squash it. I think that he was just saying, we're not squashing this until we make somebody bleed. Somebody's going to the morgue. I could look again to see if that was exactly the timeline. Let's see. Give me 1 second. But I definitely do believe give me 1 second. All right. It's a trial memo. And in the trial memo, Yeah, okay. Let's see. They were talking about peace. Okay. Specifically on December 2022. Wait, when did Lil Pop die? When did Lil Pop die? Oh, never mind. Durk's a demon. Nigga, after they clapped Lil Pop, niggas reached out like, yo, all right, you got one. The score is 1-1. It's over. Durk, it's over. Could we squash this shit? And he basically said, nigga, I ain't into no peace, nigga. Y'all gonna catch a piece of the switch. All right, so Durk was on some different time. I thought nobody died yet. Because I'm like, hey, Durk not pussy, nigga. Like, you think you about to squash beef and he ain't get no blood yet? Damn, he killed Lil Pop. And in December, he told him like, yo, we putting belt to ass. They're begging us for peace, but they're going to catch piece of the switch. Oh, yeah, Durk was on bad timing. Durk was on bad timing. Durk was on very bad timing. Yo, Durk, put it like this. Y'all niggas is opening Christmas gifts on December 25th, 2022. That nigga was opening up a text message telling niggas, yo, fuck peace, you gonna catch a piece of the switch. Nah, Durk's on a different type of timing, bro. Durk and Pooh Shiesty, I ain't gonna lie, they gonna have to battle it out for biggest demon, bro. Durk, Pooh Shiesty, and then you just gotta bring back King Von, bro. This is some other shit. They killed Lil Pop and this nigga was not content. God damn. Fuck.
Facing life in prison, saying he was drunk on revenge and wasn't nothing almost healed. All right, this is crazy. So here they are. All right, I found them. Here are the alleged messages. I don't know if these are real. All right, these were rumored to be real, but basically these got leaked.
I heard,
it was allegedly
Quando
reaching out to Durk directly, saying we need to talk. I don't know if I can do the Quando voice, but the way I've watched a lot of Quando interviews, like the way he says "cuz" like at the end of things, like he talks like in this crazy hypnotic Savannah drawl, man. Like the way Quando's interviews are fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. That one where he's saying, "Ma'am, I tell you, ma'am, this is what happened, ma'am." Like the way the Quando be my PhD stuff. Let's talk this out in person. No one else, just us. And he said, "Do a show. You good, folks?" He said, "I don't believe that, big bro. What you on? What's your number? Call me." Said like I
big bruh. Y'all seen the Quando Rondo interview? I was like, yo, big bruh. Now, Quando Rondo interviews is crazy. Didn't he have an interview? He had an interview with me, right? Big bruh. Remember when he thought like I was like,
when is you gonna close the door and leave the situation alone?
When the people involved with it leave it alone.
And this
end of story.
Bro, but listen, true? Bro, man, bro.
I'm asking you face to face. Hold on, I just want to ask you face to face because
see, I've been trying my hardest not to get on this type shit with you.
Oh shit.
Would you ever testify against anybody?
Man, big bro.
Big bro.
I'm just asking you that. Like I feel like I know your answer already.
Man, I ain't trying to do shit but believe in God and shame the devil, my nigga.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. They had this nigga on best behavior, man. I love Quando, but they had, this nigga Durk had this nigga on best behavior, bruv.
All that other shit, I ain't bit, bro. Bro, man, I ain't with none of that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that you on here asking me about this shit, cause it seemed like when y'all get to asking shit like this, shit like this go to playing out and happening, and clips like this go to rewinding.
I only ask you that nobody can bring it up and say that.
Oh shit, big bruh.
If you being brutally honest,
I'm honest.
That's crazy because sometimes people come up with their opinion on you because of a lot of unanswered questions. Eyes, it seemed like, damn, you.
Damn, nah, I feel bad for Quando, man. I feel bad for him.
What do you? I'm asking this as a devil's advocate. So I'm having.
Yo, when I said that, that nigga was spooked.
I'm asking this in a devil's advocate way.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I promise you, for you even just saying the devil name, I want to just take these microphones off and walk out that door.
No, hold on.
Boy,
No.
I can't let you slide with that.
No.
This some devil.
Yo. Yo, this. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This was crazy. Yo.
That night when you was in the parking lot, what led up to you even being in the parking lot? I know you were sleeping in the car.
I'm letting this group come back. Next thing you know, a nigga hit me. Boom, bam. Boom, bam. Boom, bam. Boom, bam. Boom, bam. Boom, bam. I had an out-of-body experience. I saw a group of people coming.
What?
And
now I remember this.
fuck the bit they thinking I ain't gonna walk out like I'm pussy.
God damn, man. Fucked up.
I said, cuz, stay safe. He said, fuck it then, I'm ready for whatever. We can talk shit out or it's whatever, because I want to dead this. This shit got me losing money. He said, pick up the phone, cuz. Come on, I can't look pussy online. He said, stop messaging me, Goofy. He said, cuz, what the F you on? I'm trying to figure this shit out. Fuck, big bro, hit my phone. Well, let me call you. I'm not on no internet shit. I won't record it. Just want to talk, cuz. Come on. I don't know if these are true. I don't know if these are exactly real, but this is what was going around. Okay, so I
big bro.
Believe it, all right? Now we seeing, okay, this is all going around, but it's kind of been out there, okay? So this is more reaction over on the r/Lil Durk subreddit, which is kind of separate to the Lil Durk trial subreddit. People say, not going to lie, that's tough, but a horrendous look for the trial. That line where he says you can talk to the switch, or what do you say, this is for the thing and Von. He said, call me about peace, take a piece of the switch, bro, that's fucked. He screwed himself. Losing D-Thang really effed up Durk bad, man. He got careless afterwards. He didn't care anymore. Said, I agree, until he was locked up, no one believed he was doing anything. He basically sacrificed.
Durk didn't give a fuck from back then. What are you talking about? Durk lost his manager. Durk lost his cousin. Durk was losing niggas. Durk got to a point where it's like, yo, every time I gotta cry, niggas gotta cry too. Niggas gotta die. Nigga, the fuck? What are you talking about? Allegedly. I don't know about it. I mean, I'm just yapping. I don't know. But if you think that Durk just started with this shit now, bro, Durk is not your regular rapper, bro.
Everything. They were scared. Money for 5 is in there.
Anyway.
All my dudes, they fight in cases. Now you're fighting a case. Murder one. I saw people, this is crazy. I saw go around on social media that basically wasn't because he was arrested him and thank God squash it.
Oh, okay.
You see.
All right. Chat, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a hard switch, but chat, we're gonna be covering the Durk case. Don't worry, we're gonna bring you all the details. We're gonna figure out everybody who's telling. We're gonna do our best job. We have partners who are either gonna be in court or I'm gonna be in court myself. Don't you worry. We got you with this case. Shout to Trap Lords. Shout to all my independent media people. Of course, the journalists won't do a motherfucking thing, so we'll be the journalists. Don't you worry. All right. Yo, did